Here we go, we've got a featherweight amateur contest between VT Jiu-Jitsu's Matthew Lane and Gracie Barra Jersey's Michael El Dorito Gala.
Yeah, El Dorito, as our fan and hometown favorite here, seems very focused. Come to the center for the final referee instructions.
Resident savory snack expert.
Matthew Lane seems very calm, and that is probably the most unnerving thing I've seen, is those calm, cool eyes, ready to do damage to the opponent, but let's see what happens.
Amateur rules at Rumble on the Rock mean you're allowed headshots standing, but no headshots once the fight hits the floor.
So let's hope they keep it standing.
The VT Jiu-Jitsu guys, obviously good wrestling and grappling under Lee Remedios. And the Gracie Barra fighter, obviously going to have good jiu-jitsu himself, but they come out swinging.
Yep, they're looking to trade quickly. He's dropping those hands on those shots, but he is looking for that takedown.
Sloppy shot from Gala, gets stuffed.
Excellent sprawl. He's looking for that underhook to twist his opponent, maybe into side control.
Yep.
See what comes up.
Lane, really good takedown offense there. Keeps his underhooks, and Gala just can't find a way forward to finish that takedown.
And with no knees to the head, it makes this a little bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see who can advance the position here.
Gala seems to be trying to work his way into some sort of guillotine choke there, but he's not quite getting it. And Gala is controlling the wrists, and getting away from Matt Lane there.
Lane maintaining his top position well. He's sprawling on that takedown, but Gala drives forward and he's looking to finish it.
Controls the wrist.
Lane again, he's keeping that hand in the guillotine position. Maybe look to finish a choke from there, but he needs a bit more control there. He's posting up on his right arm, and he needs to use both hands if he wants to finish a choke from this position.
Gala's trying to get back to his feet, maybe to finish that shot.
Yeah, Lane's corner shouting for the underhook and work his way back to his feet, and he does it. Back to his feet. Here we go.
Well done.
Exit the clinch with a nice right hand. Exchanging
nice
the jabs. Lane, the taller man, with a longer reach in this one, so that might ride in his favour. Big overhand right lands.
Gala's mixing up his strikes beautifully. He's really looking to get in there, but he is dropping that right hand off that jab.
Whilst neither man looks that technical on the feet, both not afraid to exchange. Nice double jab right cross from Gala there as he closes the distance.
That guard on Lane, though, standing guard, is looking excellent. He's trying to keep himself protected. He knows that they've come to trade. The best thing to do is protect that neck and that chin.
Gala throwing the shots, but then dropping the hand, and Lane comes over the top with a right hand there. He needs to really establish his jab. He's got the reach advantage here, and if he establishes a strong jab, he'll be able to keep the shorter man on the outside.
Gala's working those angles beautifully. The shorter fighter should always work his angles to try to enter in on a longer fighter, work and establish his own jab or his overhand right.
Both guys content to stay on the feet here, and nice counter right hand connects as Gala comes in with some good punches.
And they're right in front of us here. Gala really mixed those strikes up to try to enter that shot. He seems to be a little bit tied up right now.
Knees to the body from Lane.
And those are so effective. Knees to the body can damage an opponent and even drop them in times.
Yep, and what he'll be hoping for is to open up a takedown if he's using them knees to the body. Maybe make Gala open up so he can drop for this double leg to get him to the mat.
Gala's got that tie clinch. He's working.
Nice right hand out of the clinch, but Lane looks steady on his feet. He's not hurt by it.
And Lane just smiles, backs away.
The exchange low kicks as the round ends. Great first round for the amateurs.
Excellent, a very close round at that.
If you were to score that round, Steve, who would you go for?
I think I would have to go for, probably Matt Gala with that overhand right in the end. He really he seemed to stumble Lane, had him backing up. But other than that, it was very, very even, especially with the grappling.
Yep. Some even exchanges on the feet. Both men showed some good wrestling. Well, Gala showed good wrestling defense, not letting Lane take him to the ground. Lane showing the initiative, and a very close round there. I wouldn't like to be a judge on that one.
Certainly not. But that's our first fight of the night to actually go the first round. Let's see what they come out swinging in the second round. They're both confident fighters, and they really want to get this going. Yeah,
looks promising too, because that it's not been a boring stalemate round. It's been a very interesting round. So now they've had a chance to settle into the fight, we might see both guys come out even more confident for the second round. As far as I'm aware, Steve, I don't know how many fights these guys have had, but if this is the first time in the cage, they're only going to grow in confidence the more cage time they get. And we're ready to go for the second round.
El Dorito's actually 1-0 right now here in Jersey, while Matt Lane is making his pro debut. He's doing this on 2 weeks' notice, actually, so Lane is showing that he is very game today. Maybe that can be his nickname next time around. We'll see. And there he goes, establishing that jab, just as you said.
Yeah, looking to throw the overhand right as Gala comes in as well. He may have seen Gala dropping his jab in hand as he throws a jab, and that right hand has landed a couple of times. Shoots under for the takedown.
Looking to finish it. He does finish it, and he's inside control.
Yep, they're up against the fence. Gala can actually use that fence to escape from this position if he knows how to use the cage.
He is loading his feet on there. He might be able to push off. But Matt Lane definitely has that strong VT jiu-jitsu style. And there again, he's pushing the head down. He might be able to step over just as we saw Grant Clark do. No. Yep. Gala explodes out. He's in a knee-high double leg position, but you need to get off your knees if you're going to finish any grappling technique.
Yeah, Gala's done well to work back to his knees there, and he's back up to standing.
And again, Lane really picking him apart off the clinch there. He always seems to fire something in.
Both guys have done that well as they exit the clinch, throwing that right hand and really tagging their opponent as they exit the clinch.
Gala is here to brawl. He's dropping those hands, so he just wants to swing. He wants to get that chin, and he wants to have Lane down on the ground and in a dominant position.
Two guys coming from primarily grappling gyms, Steve, but what you can find is when it's even on the ground, they tend to brawl on the feet, and I think that's what we've got tonight.
Matthew Lane is enjoying hitting Gala. He's smiling. He's got his tongue waving out. He's really looking for it. A Superman punch attempt from Gala.
Oh, and a spinning back fist attempt. The back fist misses, but a right hand lands.
It's good. Oh, he's got that head movement. That's exactly what you need to do. Have that head moving.
Nice low kick from Lane.
Those kicks are starting to pay dividends, that's for sure.
Yeah, as we go into the later rounds as the fight bears on, the low kicks and body kicks will really start to take it out of your opponent.
But both fighters are peppering each other with a multiple set of strikes, going high and going low, using those legs and using those fists. So he loads up for that right hand again.
It's always good to see well-rounded amateurs, Steve.
Definitely, and these guys come to fight. They seem to be stepping out of their comfort zone. They've come to brawl, and they want to put on a good show. This is a great show.
Yep, and the fans are loving this one, Steve. Both guys landing some shots, and it's Lane there who gets the effective shots off. Oh, nice right hand from Lane, and he follows it up with another right hand and a jab.
And as you said, Jay, dropping those hands can definitely cause problems, and they seem to be doing so for Gala right now in the second round.
Lane is quite tight striking, so when Gala drops his hands, he's countering with some good effective straight punches.
And he was using those angles earlier and that head movement earlier. It seems like he's kind of fallen out of that right now. He's just going for those straight shots, those big heavy shots.
Yeah, Gala wins from that low kick we saw there, so the kicks may be taking the toll, as we said before. Lane narrowly misses with a big right hand, as does Gala.
Exactly. You should try to lay one in before the end of the round here. And he does.
Oh, another good low kick. Gala's definitely feeling the effects of those low kicks, Steve. The round ends. I'd have to say Matthew Lane was probably more effective in the striker in that round.
He did look excellent. Plus, he had the takedown. You know, being his first fight, he's there in the corner listening heartily to Lee Remedios. I think those leg kicks were doing well, and Lee's telling him now to attempt a few more.
Yeah, and it's not been a washout of a round for Gala. He's done some good things himself, but I'd say Lane's coming more into the fight as it bears on, Steve.
Indeed, and with Lane getting that takedown there halfway through that second round, it seems that he's asserted his dominance. If Gala wants to get back into it, he should try to get a takedown of his own, because his striking is just not as crisp and clean as Lane's. Yeah,
and in MMA, of course, even though Gala managed to work his way back up to his feet, getting the takedown for Lane scores more than the defensive technique of getting back to standing. So that set him in good stead to probably get a 10-9 round there, I'd say.
And still, despite the fact that it's 2 rounds in, Lane looks pretty fresh, and he still has that calm, cool look in his eyes, and he's ready for this third round.
He does look relaxed. For a guy that's taken a fight on 2 weeks' notice, he's looking very relaxed, and he's looking really composed, and I'm impressed with that from Matthew Lane. Let's see if El Dorito's got any answers here in the third round.
And before the fight, Matt Lane told me that he wants to make an impact here in Jersey, and he's definitely doing that. Let's see how he carries on.
Nice jab as they start the round. Gala more aggressive, but he's getting countered with straight punches.
Probably senses the desperation, the fact that he probably lost that second round. He really wants to make a definitive statement here, set the pace, and get Lane on his back foot.
Yeah, and in front of his home crowd, Steve, do you think that makes an effect on Gala's performance?
I always find the home crowd drives you just that little bit more. When you're wheezing, huffing and puffing, you feel that strength come from the crowd, and they're definitely behind him right here tonight.
Yeah, extra bit of gas in the tank. And Yeah, they're quite even again as we start. Gala more aggressive, looking to engage more, but Lane's counters are working well for him.
And still, Lane with that calm, cool expression on his face. He's just picking his shots. Gala seems a little more adamant, a little bit more aggressive. Works for that right hook.
And the left hook goes in there.
He's looking for those power shots now. He wants to finish this.
Yeah, as you'd expect from a shorter, stockier man. Oh, a nice right hand lands there, and that snaps Lane's head back. The Gala fans in the audience go mad for that right hand as it lands.
And it's hard for Lane to establish any offense as he's backing up. Gala's coming forward, keeping him on that back foot, just as he's probably planned. And he wants to drive him either into the cage, land some shots, and hurt Lane. Lane's got to mount his own offense now.
And although Gala's not landing with all his strikes, Steve, will his aggression be helping him in the eyes of the judges as a left hand goes in there?
Well, it's all what sticks out in the judge's mind, right? Controlling that cage and controlling the center of the ring. And Lane drops
Lane in for the takedown, and he gets it straight into side control.
And that can be the decider here. An excellent takedown, well thrown.
That's really changed the pace of the round. Lane was having more of the stand-up his own way in the second, but in the third, Gala was coming into it, so he shot for the takedown. He's got a good side control position.
It's excellent. You got to take your opponent out of their comfort zone. If they want to strike, you should grapple. If they want to grapple, you got to keep striking.
Path of least resistance, and Gala's looking to lock up an arm triangle maybe. He needs to keep his head tight into the armpit if he wants to move across.
He's got it locked up.
Yeah, Gala manages to work his elbow in, so the arm triangle's off the cards for the moment at least.
As he is from Gracie Baja, El Dorito is not going to be any slouch on the ground. He should be looking to either regain guard, half guard, or try to stand up.
Yeah, they're a Braulio Esteema school here in Jersey, so they're going to have good coaches who know how to grapple. But at the moment, Gala doesn't look like he has any answers to Lane's grappling.
Getting those elbows under the face and under the hip and being
He's
able
trying
to
to
push
work
out.
his right leg to get control, but he needs to be working his knee in, just as he does as I started saying that. Lane passes almost to mount, but Gala's got a knee in. We can see the welts on Lane's leg as the round ends. He's looking to get some punches off.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' decision. The scorecards score it a split decision for Michael El Dorito Gala. Jersey. All right, Jersey, I'm here with your winner, Michael Gala. Mike, it seemed that he had you, I don't know, a little bit pinned down there at the end of the 3rd round. You were scoring with right hands. What drove you to stand back up there right at the end of that 3rd round and make that decisive decision?
I just heard the beat in 10 seconds, and I knew if I stayed under, I could push a decision the other way. I mean, all credit to Matthew, guys. I know they come over and you support the home crowd, but all these guys train just as hard as all of us, so fair play to all of them.
Very well done. You came out like a wrecking machine in that 3rd round. You really wanted to do something. Was there something that your corner said that got the fire under you there for the 3rd round?
Yeah, they said that every time I came in, he seemed to be going for the front kick, just to try and close the gap to prevent the kick. So yeah, just kept pushing, and yeah, he got me in the clinch in the end. But
Well, being a short guy myself, I appreciate that. Well done. Great job, Michael.
I'm Mike Short, man. I got vision.